Hey there and welcome. Are you ready to stop just playing in the market and start winning it? Good, because today we're going to build the ultimate strategic weapon for your brand, a truly winning marketing plan. We're going to break it all down into 8 essential pillars that are going to give you structure, focus, and a super clear path to success. All right, let's get this thing built. You know, this quote from Mzansi magazine just nails a feeling so many entrepreneurs know all too well. You've got a fantastic product, you've got all the passion in the world, but without a clear direction, you're just drifting. A business without a real plan is exactly like that ship, lost in a huge, overwhelming ocean. So let's get real for a second. Does that hit home for you? Do you feel like you're pouring everything you have into your business, but you're getting pulled in a million different directions and just not getting the traction you know you deserve? It's a really important question to ask, right? Well, here is the good news. There is a tool that acts as your compass, your North Star, your roadmap out of that fog, and it's your marketing plan. Now, this is not some stuffy, boring document you write once and forget about. No way. This is your essential guide that's going to steer you right through the challenges and lead you straight to your goals. So, today we are not just talking about a plan. We are building a strategic weapon, and we're going to construct it together, piece by piece, using these 8 foundational pillars. I promise, by the end of this, you are going to have the exact blueprint for taking on the market. Okay, so let's start where it all begins, with our first group of pillars, which is all about the foundation. Because before you can ever figure out where you're going, you have to know without a doubt exactly who you are and who you're trying to talk to. Pillar number 1 is your mission. This is, and I mean this, the absolute soul of your business. It's got to be a powerful, crystal clear statement that answers the big questions. What do you stand for? What makes you totally different from everyone else? And what's your ultimate ambition? This mission becomes the guiding star for every single decision you make from here on out. Now check this out, because this is where a mission makes your life so much easier. Look at this example. If this is your mission, you instantly know your marketing isn't about running sales. It's about telling stories of empowerment. Your photo shoot should celebrate individuality. Every single choice loops right back to this powerful core idea. So, once you know who you are, you've got to figure out who you're talking to. Pillar 2 is all about your target audience. Think about it. Marketing is just a conversation, and the best conversations happen when you really deeply get the other person. You need to create detailed customer profiles that go way beyond just their age and location. What do they secretly want? What's keeping them up at night? This is how you craft messages that don't just get heard, they get felt. Okay, foundation is laid. Solid. Let's move on to our second group of pillars, the blueprint. This is where we get tactical. We're shifting from the who and the why to the what and the how. This is the part where we actually draw the roadmap to your success. Pillar number 3 is all about setting measurable goals. Vague hopes like, I want more customers, are totally useless, let's be honest. A real plan has specific, quantifiable objectives. You need to be able to look back and answer the question, did we succeed? With a simple yes or no. For instance, a weak goal is increase traffic. A great goal is increase website traffic by 20% in the next 3 months. See the difference? One is a wish, the other is a target. So how exactly are you going to hit that 20% goal? Well, that's pillar 4, mapping out your strategies. These are the actual roads you're going to take on your map. Are you going to get there with killer content marketing, smart SEO? Are you going to dominate social media? Or are you going to use paid ads? Your plan has to define the exact paths to your destination. Of course, none of those strategies happen for free. And that brings us to pillar 5, your budget. This is such a perfect illustration of why a plan is crucial. See, a budget isn't about restriction. It's about making smart investments. It forces you to prioritize and put your money where it's going to have the biggest impact. It makes sure you don't waste a single penny on tactics that just don't work. All right, we've got our identity, we've got our blueprint. Now it's time for our final set of pillars, the battlefield. Because let's face it, business doesn't happen in a nice, neat little bubble. You've got to understand the world around you and be ready to move and adapt. Pillar 6 is all about sizing up your competitors. You got to know who you're up against. What are they great at? Sure, but way more importantly, what are they missing? Where are they silent? By studying their game plan, you find the gaps, you find the opportunities. You know, if every other coffee shop in town is screaming about speed, maybe you whisper about comfort and community. That's how you find your competitive edge. And next up, pillar 7, anticipating challenges. Look, the market is gonna change. That's a given. A new competitor will pop up.
A new social media platform will take over. Your plan cannot be carved in stone. It has to be a living, breathing document, always ready to pivot. You have to be agile to survive and thrive.
And that brings us to our final pillar, number 8, tracking and analyzing your results. This is the engine that powers your entire strategy. It's a never-ending cycle where you treat data not as a bunch of cold numbers, but as direct feedback from your customers. You track, you learn, you adapt, and you optimize. This is what turns your plan from a static document into a living, learning machine that just gets smarter over time. So, there you have it, the 8 pillars. When you put them all together, they stop being individual ideas and they become your strategic weapon, perfectly engineered for success in the marketplace. So let's just quickly recap what this weapon actually gives you. It gives you structure and focus. It gives you a deep, meaningful understanding of your audience. It gives you real, measurable goals for growth, a roadmap for making smart decisions, and the agility to outmaneuver the competition. It's the key. It is the key to unlocking your biggest business dreams. We've laid out the entire blueprint for you, every pillar, every single step. The only question left is the one that matters most. Now that your roadmap is drawn, where are you going to go first?